It's like a pizza crunch without the batter. It's like the wood juice without the water. You'll never get the knickers off her. What a fucking chance. Premeditated batter. Premeditated batter. People for the guy that brought you Fuck the Post Friday, I give you Scratchcard Wednesday.
Here we go.
Lovely.
We're making our podcast debut, so we're happy to be here.
Yes, I'm breaking
thanks for having us.
VL.
Come on, VL. Here we go.
First things first, I'm going to ask you, where did the name Scratchcard Wednesday come from?
Literally just used to get a scratch card on a Wednesday after school.
Oh,
literally.
really?
As easy as that.
Yeah.
As easy as that.
Problem,
Yeah.
Listen, and that gambling problem is still there in full effect. I can't even lie.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Mate, I was 17, mate. I used to be a pure scumbag, mate. I used to fucking tap cunts a pound outside the shop to go and get a scratch card.
mate.
Is it?
See, I used to always say, I never really touched on gambling. Scratch cards, but it's a different thing. It's
Yes.
like, I feel I could always win.
Yeah.
Don't think I've ever. Only scratch cards I've won on CD ones, cunts get you, and it's like $5,000, but it's fake.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Scumbags, mate.
no,
Mate, so
that
I remember.
exist.
I got one of them for Christmas. It was a Christmas. I know I got a scratch here for Christmas. But I mean, fuck you, family. No, I got one at Christmas, and it was always a bam up, and I was just like, I pure didn't even acknowledge it. I thought it was real, but I always believed that. See, if you won like $1,000 in a scratch card, it was a lot of shite. They wouldn't give you the money.
Yeah.
So the person that got it was pure waiting to see me pure jumping about, and I was like, it says $5,000 on it.
Yeah.
And it pure deflated them.
He's
Fucking
like,
get
for
it on,
fuck's
system,
sake, man.
But
Brutal.
how's life for you, man? How's things going?
Life's been good, busy.
Yeah.
Ever since we kind of just like took the social media thing seriously, been busy behind the scenes and that, but it's been good though.
Yeah, no, it's been like busiest time of our life. Like we posted a Dylan John Thomas cover in a car park. Like
Shout out Dylan John Thomas. I don't know where we'd be
Carried it up
without.
here.
I don't know where we'd be without you, bro. So thank you for that.
But we posted
Appreciate it.
We were like, we posted that in like November, and then ever since then, it just kind of blew us up, and then
Yeah.
just kind of been riding that wave.
That's where I first seen was the Dylan John Thomas cover, but then I come through it, man, and he's done a lot of covers, man. He's a fucking
Yeah.
great girl. He's just pure bounce off each other so well. But I've seen you started writing originals as well.
Yeah.
So we've been doing that. I mean, we have been doing that for a while. Like we did that before the Dylan John Thomas stuff. Obviously, we've not released anything yet on Spotify, but hopefully soon. We're kind of getting to the level that we're happy with our music. So
Yeah. Our plan, all like going into the TikTok or the social media thing, was always we wanted to release music. Like that was the plan,
Right,
and we
right.
just wanted to like gain an audience through doing that. And we thought, you know what, TikTok's a good platform to do that.
Aye.
And then we just like took advantage of it and just used it and just tried to entertain the people that was like give them what they want.
Aye.
And then get them attracted, and then so they can like listen to our music eventually when it comes out.
I so see with the TikTok, because I look back, I didn't come all the way back through your TikTok videos and that, man. But I think you started it when you were in school.
So
Oh yeah.
How did it start for TikTok? Was it just a laugh at first?
So our pal, shout out Archie, he'd been doing TikTok for a while. Like he's got a big audience there. He was doing it in school, and I was just like, oh fuck, I can do this and all. Do you know what I mean? Like the shit he was doing, is piss take. But so it was me and then a different boy from school, because we went to like a music school that was like for classical musicians.
Really? Aye.
So I went to that.
Was it the Royal Conservatoire, was it?
So that's where I studied now, but I went. So it's Douglas Academy up in Mulgai. So we went to the same school, but
Right.
like, I went to.
I
the
didn't
classical music,
do any music.
Yeah,
Did
he
not
just
do any
played
music.
football, but
Oh, really? Aye.
but so I was in the classical thing. I was gonna be in like orchestras and stuff because I play trumpet, and that's where I wanted to go. And then fifth year, I was in Edinburgh Youth Orchestra. I did that, and I did that for about 2 weeks, like just going up every good day. And then we played at Aberdeen, played Edinburgh, and I just realised it ain't for me. Like sitting there 45 minutes for one piece, and you're just sitting there, and I'm sitting, my legs shaking, I'm just fidgeting and all that.
I
and I was
feel
like,
that nervous energy.
yeah, so I was just like, nah, it ain't for me. So then kind of started taking the TikTok thing seriously, fifth year, sixth year, and I was like, right, this is the way that music's going. I need to start taking this seriously. So I did it with my pal, Angus. He was singing, I was just kind of doing the music stuff, and then kind of went our separate ways, just wasn't the right time for him. And then I've been best pals with Ty since S1, never touched a music thing in his life.
Yeah, I never. So when he was in the music room practicing that, I was just playing football. So I played for Hamilton from
Right. Brilliant, mate.
13 up till 16, I'd say. yeah, I wasn't interested in like taking music as like a career path.
Right.
But yeah, because I was just interested in like playing football or whatever. But my music teachers did say like, "Oh, Tyree, you could kind of take it serious. You've got like some potential. You've got like a good vocal range or whatever." But I was like, "Nah, I just want to play football." Do you know what I mean? That's what I was doing. But then I took a break from football. I decided to leave Hamilton. It was just around the time where like the pro contracts were starting to come out, like
Right.
the full-time contracts for my age group or whatever. So, and I was injured at the time. I had like loads of knee problems, like classic. See if I was there. See if I had my knee, man. It's
Easy a 60-year-old.
yeah, one of those ones. But yeah, I was just like, I just felt like loads of pressure, and like I just fell out of love with it while I was like injured, and I didn't want to sign the full-time contract. So I said to the director of Hamilton, I said to him, like, I'm not enjoying it or whatever. And he said, yeah, just go away and come back when you want to come back, right? So I was like, okay. So I went away for a bit, and I fell out even more in love with it. I went on a hiatus, partied a little bit, and then we went to Reading Festival, and then that's when I decided I wanted to do music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then
We were at Reading Festival, we looked on the stage, we're like, fuck me, man, we need to be up there. Do you know what I mean? So then came back, grind started, and ever since then.
and we never looked back since.
I know.
That's it. Never look back. The fact you're not looking back says a lot. Can I just
Exactly.
ask the fact that when you went to Reading Festival, that was the kind of moment you decided, right, that's what I want to do. Was there any acts in particular you seen on the stage like, that's what I want to do, that made you feel like
Yeah.
that?
So there's this artist. Not a lot of people in Scotland know this artist, but he's called Bakar. He's got a couple of songs on FIFA actually. It's called.
Did you tune me H?
Yeah, he did.
that's
Yes.
that's a
So
tune.
like,
I love that tune, though.
yeah. So he's like my like that's like the epitome of my
Aye.
like that's my favorite artist. Like
Biggest inspiration.
yeah, biggest inspiration or whatever. Yeah. So he was the reason why I kind of went to Reading, but then also just looking at like who was performing main stage there at the time. Stormzy.
Stormzy played.
Yeah, just
Post
like big
Malone.
artists like that, and just fucking looking at the crowd, thinking,
Catfish.
"Fuck."
Yeah.
All these people are just looking at him performing. Like he's got the whole crowd like fucking like
Singing this song.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Palm in his hand.
exactly. So like I was like, nah, I need to do that. And like to be fair, see before I kind of wanted to do music, I was always running about my fucking my house or whatever in my boxes with a speaker in my hand,
I've got the videos,
like
man.
fucking just run about performing whatever. So I've always had that, and I realized that. Like the correlation between the reason why I wanted to play football and the reason why I wanted to do music, it wasn't like the footballing aspect that got me involved. It was the performing aspect. Like it was like seeing me perform in front of thousands of people, no matter like what it is, and just like people. Like if you score a goal, whatever, the crowd goes fucking mental. Like that's so that it's the crowd like kind of adulation is the reason why like I wanted to do music. And,
At
yeah.
what point did you realise it was the performance aspect? Was it what excited you?
It was. I would say it was after I decided to do music. I was like, this is the reason why I like to do
so
this.
just something your brain clicked.
It clicked, and then that's it.
Right, that's fantastic, man. Because that's what I think that's what makes up a lot of it as well. Because it's you get people you'd say like a recording artist and a performing artist. You get people that will make tunes. I know a lot of artists they fucking get bags and bags of tunes, but they don't release it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? And it's like, but I'm one of the people. Like the minute I've wrote a tune, I want to record it and I want people to fucking hear it.
Yeah.
So it is. There's two dynamics to it as well, man. So and you see a lot of people. It's like when they've got that shared dynamic. No, they want the best of both worlds. That's when they want to push themselves. Know what I mean?
Yeah,
At the next
exactly.
level.
Exactly.
So see at that point you said you came back to Reading and Leeds. Like I want to do this. So was that when you decided we're going to work together, or how did you end up deciding we're going to make stuff together?
So I've been asking him for ages. I was like, because I knew he was a good singer, and he was like, "Oh man, I don't know." And that's it. Just kind of clicked in his head that he was like, "You know what? Actually, yeah, you're right. I want to do this."
Yeah.
And then, yeah, ever since then.
So was it right
Yeah,
away? You just
literally.
went like that, right?
Aye.
Let's start. Was it
He was already doing like he had
Yeah.
like a little like side project that he was kind of doing
Yeah,
before.
it was the TikTok thing. So it kind of ran. It's the same thing that like the same account we had on TikTok, and we just kind of carried that over. Kind of changed singers as we went along, but he stuck with us the longest now.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, so
He's
it's going
time
alright.
served now.
It's going
Is
alright.
that past his probation period?
Yeah, exactly.
So I noticed a big thing in the themes where I don't know if it's a recent thing, but when you are doing like your videos and that kind of stuff, it's always in the back of your motor in a car park.
Yeah.
Was that an idea, or did that just happen and you just stuck with it? Because that seems to be the kind of setting.
I think it kind of was kind of organically like we must have been like out shopping and that, and we parked the car in a car park, and I just started singing, and I was
Really
like, oh
good
shit,
acoustic.
it's a good reverb, it's good reverb in the car park.
good acoustics.
So like, yeah, good acoustics. So like, yeah, we're like, oh shit, we need to do this, and then yeah, we done the first video we done, little I done with them was what song was it again? Fuck,
Was it the Arctic Monkeys one?
Arctic Monkeys.
When the sun goes down.
When the sun goes down. Yeah.
And I did alright. And
Yeah.
they were like, oh shit, we can maybe make this into like a series type thing.
Yeah.
And then it kind of dipped a wee bit. Then that's when we started going to the public videos.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of wanted to just get our face out in Glasgow because our pal's manager went, best advice we ever had was rep your ends.
Yeah.
And
He's
then-
from London, by the way. He's not Scottish.
No, best advice. And then it's from there and like everything we've done, we've kind of tried to tailor it towards like a Glaswegian Scottish audience. And then once you conquer Glasgow and Scotland, then you can take it anywhere you want. I feel because it's such a supportive
Because
place.
Scotland, like Glasgow, is just like
Crazy
the
scene.
ride or die. Especially if you're from there, like people will like
Love
fucking
you.
like love you. Do you know what I mean? Like see me go to a show in Glasgow. Like I know it's a cliche thing for artists to say when they come to a city. Oh, this is like my favorite city, but like you can actually tell that they mean it. See when they come to Glasgow because they're a bit shocked and a bit like this crowd's rowdy. Do you know what I mean? You can just tell. You can see the look in their face that they mean it. So Glasgow crowds are amazing.
Yeah, you feel that energy as well, man. See, we go to, as I say, when I've done Jordan at the weekend there, man, you just go, it's just a different kind of energy, even when you're in a crowd as well. Like, you're in a crowd with Scottish people, like that, here we fucking going on, man.
It's fucking,
the
mate,
simplest shit ever,
I know,
but
innit?
It works. It's
Yeah,
the
it's
reason this
beautiful.
has been kicking about. People have been shouting here we fucking go for about fucking 40, 50 years or something. There's a reason for that,
Yeah,
no?
exactly.
Continue to shout it. You first kind of came to my attention when you were doing the public videos, see, when you were walking up to people and you were asking who the fuck's Ravy Davy. So, how did that happen?
We seen that Ravy Davy was beefing like everyone's like Scottish TikTok, like that Kaz Mulligan, Richard Dixon, all that. We're like, I would get in this.
Nah,
Aye. Do you want to go into Ravy Davy a bit more?
let me hear it.
Mate, he's ducking us, mate.
I know.
Ravy, you're ducking us, mate.
What's I call it?
I don't know what you're doing. Ravy, I know you're out there. I know you're watching this. Why are you ducking us?
Call him
Come
out.
fight us, mate.
Tag team.
Tag
team match.
Better watch, you might get a diss made about you.
Mate, and we'll hit back 10 times harder. 10 times harder.
Oh, I'm liking it. Exciting. It's, can I just ask you what I noticed about yourself, Ty? That when you sing, you kind of sing in your accent.
Yeah.
Did that, because you find a lot of people, when I started making tunes, I kind of done it in a kind of American twang because that was the music I listened to. Then obviously I doctored it after hearing Las Vegas and Jerry Cinnamon and that. Was that ever a question in your mind in how to sing, or was that just what came naturally? And you
To be honest, that's always a question in my mind because, see, yeah, my accents like are weird and varied. Like sometimes I'll be really Scottish and that. It depends who I'm kind of hanging it. So like, I've got my dad's Nigerian and my mum's like Scottish and Jamaican, right? So it's like a weird combination, and like depending on who I'm with, my accent will kind of switch. And I've also got family in London as well. So like, so see when I'm in the studio, it is kind of like fuck, like what kind of like, because some songs I sound pure English, like that have not been released yet. Some songs I kind of sound pure English, but then some songs I sound Scottish, and in some songs I sound like American, or some songs I sound like a mixture of all in between. So like, yeah, that's still like, it depends what song it is. So obviously, see if it's like a Jerry Cinnamon song, it'll just like naturally come out of me, the Scottish kind of side.
I mean, see when we cover like Arctic Monkeys, he's really fucking good at like accents.
Yeah.
So like when you hear the Arctic Monkeys song, you can hear like the Manchester, like Sheffield twang to it.
Then, it's almost like it's kind of mimicking the kind of accent of the original song.
Yeah.
Because I thought I was like, when I seen the Arctic Monkeys manager, I was like, right, he's kind of mimicking the accent in the song. But then I saw, as I say, I've only seen the originals you've posted online. I'm sure you've got much more recorded and much more in the bank. But for what I seen, it was just like a wee short clip and you were doing it in your own Scottish accent. And that's what made me ask the question. Although, see, do you find yourself are you still finding your voice and singing, or still finding your accent, or do you feel
Absolutely, I'm we're just lucky in the position we're in the now that we're able to come this far. Because I've only been like singing for like a year or two.
Like
I've only had
properly,
I've only had one vocal lesson ever. But we're still trying to find my voice, still trying to find our sound. But I'm sure it will come. Eventually it will come.
of course, he's still, wait, age is he?
20.
Both
20, he's 20. I thought you were younger than that. Fucking 20-year-olds are getting younger, man.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
that, man, I know. I turned 20 last week.
Happy birthday, mate. Happy
Thank you,
birthday.
man.
I mean,
Thank
you're still young, still at the prime of your life, man.
Yeah.
And you've got so much ahead of you. See, because right now I think you've got about 80,000 followers on TikTok. So I imagine the reception's been pretty positive since you started posting your videos and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's been crazy. Like we were at a gig last night and people just came up to us like, when you was playing, like when you was playing King Tut's, and we're like, fuck me, like people want to see us, and that's like crazy to us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That from just playing music in a car park, that it can translate to and like resonate with people.
There's actual demand for it, like people like that when he's actually performing.
Yeah.
What gig was that last night?
It was a boy called Joshua Grant. He's one of our pals. So
Oh,
At
nice.
King Tuts. At King Tuts.
King Tuts, was he playing?
Yeah.
Aye, was he headlining it?
he sold it out.
Sold out.
Was he? Aye,
sold
fancy.
out.
What kind of music does he make?
It's like
Indie, but kind of more harder, like kind of
pop
rock.
punk.
Yeah.
Is he like in a band?
It's in a band, but it's like him. It's like him, but he has like a backing.
He's got a band, but
Yeah.
it's his name on it
Yeah.
kind of thing. Right.
Yeah.
I said, I need to check him out, man. I need to check him out.
Aye, good guy.
See, being at the ages you are, as you say, you started the TikTok thing because you're still in school, and as you have grown into men and you have built up quite a decent following, how is that adjusting to that kind of thing? As you say, getting that attention, people coming up to you saying when you're gigging and that, is there any point you're kind of like, this is a bit fucking surreal?
See, at first, when people like came up to us and like asked for like pictures or whatever, but see now, I love it. I love it. Like I would be wrong to like not take it for granted because like that's like people like love the stuff that you're doing. Do you know what I mean? The people like find like happiness in it and like people enjoy it and people like think because like see, so we're at Joshua Grant's gig and someone came up to us and she was like, "Oh, you're like my hangover cure. Like see in the morning, I'll just listen to you just like to get over my hangover and things like that." That's like the reason why we do it and we enjoy it. Like having an impact positively in people's lives and I love that.
Realising that, 'cause it's one thing somebody listening to your music or somebody scrolling through TikTok and finding your videos, when somebody comes up and says to you, like, that fucking helped me, and you know what it's like to have a hangover, you're emotional, you feel shite, and obviously if they've been consuming anything else, know what I mean, they might be in a bit in the depression side, but it's to know that actually that your music is acting as healing almost to a degree, because as music's a great
if time's a healer, find me the dealer. Had to get in there.
There you go, you had to get it. Dylan John Thomas, you come on this couch, somebody's stealing your lyrics. No, I'm joking, man, I'm joking. But see, the thing is, it's like, you go back to when we were talking about when you were playing for, it was Hamilton, wasn't it?
Yeah, Hamilton,
so seeing you says when it was coming up for time for the contracts and you did feel that kind of pressure, because I can imagine when you're playing football, I've never been at any degree of being good at football, I was always shite, but I hear a lot of people, it's like, see when they start getting to that point where it starts to become serious, it seems more that everybody else wants them to become pro and sign the contract more than they do, so there's that pressure. See, since you've had people coming up to you saying, like, I watch your videos, it does this and that for me, have you felt pressure since then on, like, right, we need to kind of up our game, or we need to kind of, has it affected your songwriting ability or your performing ability?
I don't think so. Like, I think the first time it was proper surreal was we were sitting in Nando's, mind, in West End.
I don't even know if I remember this.
There was two boys kept walking up and down and they sneaked.
Oh
these
shit,
photos,
yeah, I remember.
And I was like, fuck, like those ways, like that was like the crazy moment. But ever since then, I've not felt like pressure on like we have to like live up to this thing. Do you know what I mean? We've kind of just been doing it our own way. That's how it's worked well so far. So we're just gonna keep doing it that and. Hopefully people like it.
That's exactly it. It's focus on the content, keep it organic as you can, man. Because I have in the past, because I've been writing tunes for a good couple of years, man, and I've only been posting them and making them and putting them out the past like year or two or something, man. But I went through stages of that where people, that's fucking good and that, and then there was almost a pressure to live up to expectation. Well, I'm good, so I'll need to write something good, or this is shite, I can't use that. And as soon as that happens, man, it suffers. Yeah. And then your ability suffers, and then that's when the doubt creeps in, and it just falls to fuck. Yeah. So it's good just staying true to your roots and just right, what worked for me, what worked for us, and just sticking true to that.
100%.
How long have you actually been writing your own songs?
So I've been doing it longer than he has, because when I went to that school, we'd been doing like composition classes, is what they call it in classical music, and I've been doing that since S1. So what age was I? 13.
Right.
13. So I've been doing that a fair while. More classical stuff, but it's quite easy to translate classical to pop music. So I've been doing that since I was 13. Lyrics wise, I kind of let Ty handle that, because I feel like I can't really write lyrics for someone else, because if I'm feeling some sort of way, you won't feel the lyrics the way I feel them.
Of course, it's hard to give it that authenticity when it's somebody else that's writing it.
Yeah, exactly.
So what influences you, if you're writing the lyrics kind of thing, what influences your songwriting?
Literally just like, it could be like an idea, it could be just like whatever's going on in your life. Just like writing some songs, just like, it just comes naturally to you, and what like mood you're in or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think, and see if you try to force something, it's not going to work if you force something.
You get a forced product.
Yeah, it's not going to work. So just whatever I'm thinking or whatever I'm feeling, and just get a pen to paper and just start writing away.
So do you feel that kind of acts as a therapy for you?
Yeah, you know what? That's true. Yeah, I do, because it's good to. Because I don't think a lot of people voice their like how they're feeling and that, especially like men's mental health and that, they tend to like lock everything away and keep it quiet. And even if you're not speaking to people, which obviously I would recommend to speak to anyone if you're in bother, but writing things down, it does help. It like kind of clears your mind, clears your head, and yeah, it's a good way to kind of just chill out a bit. That's how I find it anyway.
No, of course I can definitely attest to that, man, because you find with experience in your life, man, it's like you can help turn like even the fucking worst of circumstances, and I'm talking about personally my own life. A lot of people have been through some mad shit, but my own life, some of the fucking mad shit I've been through, the shit that's affected me. See, writing it down and like just channeling that energy into something, man, it does help. This goes back to that kind of way of healing, that kind of self healing, man. It's great. They should really encourage more people to do it.
100%.
Is there any like artists that are maybe like past or present that has influences the kind of music you're making? Or like the kind of way you write your songs, you listen to somebody going like, I'm going to try something like that kind of thing?
I think because we came from two different backgrounds, because he came from like more rap and I came from like kind of indie rock, like Catfish and the Bottlemen, and then he kind of came, what's your like rap art? It's like
rap, just kind of just like UK rap. Wide range of UK rap usually.
I think that Bakar, the one we both
Bakar kind of got us together. So Bakar's black, and it's like different to hear like a black guy kind of singing pure indie kind of stuff. And that's what kind of like, all right, you know, I need to check out this genre more. Do you know what I mean? And so it was Bakar that kind of Bakar's our biggest influence. So like, see on Spotify Wrapped, I was like his 0.001% viewer. I'm not even joking. It's mad. That's a bit sad, to be honest.
See, I was like 0.05 or something. I thought I was like, oh, I'm class, I'm class.
That is sad.
I was like, fuck me, man.
Hell, 0.01% of fandom, man.
Yeah, that is
I'll need
mad.
to check out Bakar. I've heard that one tune with H. Don't get me wrong, I was like, when I first heard it, so I don't know about you, I like to put my Spotify playlist on or something like that. And whenever I'm doing it, maybe I'm at the gym, I'm going a cycle, I'm doing it and it's just like a wee background soundtrack. And with the Spotify playlist kind of thing, it will just give you random tunes in it. And some tunes that will come on and you'll be like, you'll stop what you're doing, like, that's a fucking tune. 100%. That was one of them. Because I heard it and I heard the H rap and I was like, whoa. And see, actually recently, I was commissioned to write a tune for like the Govan Music Festival kind of thing. I'd done it last year before, but it was a kind of indie singer-songwriter tune kind of thing, and I was like, now I'm kind of moving into the kind of indie rap side of things purely because see, when I say to people I do indie rap, they're like, really? It's the shock. I'm like, there's a niche here. You know what I mean? Not many people do this, and I'm sure you've found that as well. And plus it's fun, man. I've always started writing raps fucking the past year or so, man, but there's so much fun you can creative way you can go anywhere with. I feel if you're writing like a kind of singer-songwriter style, you're kind of limited to the melody, verse, bridge, chorus. So there's only so many ways you can really skin a cat, so to speak. So I was actually going back, and it was just like last week I was putting on that Bakar and H tune. I was like, right, this is a pure catchy tune. What are they doing here? So you just try to pick it apart and going like, right, he's got a nice wee hook and that kind of thing. But I wasn't sure. I never looked into him. And I'm definitely going to know.
Yeah, he's
good. Definitely going to know, man. I could probably take a lot of inspiration from him.
Yeah.
So since you've been active in that, you were telling us earlier on, you haven't gigged yet?
Nah.
No gigs.
We've got a support gig coming up.
We're not
going to announce who it's for yet. But
it's a big artist. Big artist.
Is it, aye?
Yeah.
When is it?
SWG3. It's
not the date.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, they can look at it.
Say what month?
When is it? What month is it again?
Summer.
Summer. We'll say summer.
Summer.
It's in the summer. Nice one, man. So when did you get offered that?
So it was
last week, literally.
Yeah, it's because of our manager. So our manager is kind of like
manages him as well. So
right, I see. So see, because I looked on your page and I seen there was like a wee management link. How did you end up getting involved in management?
So it all kind of really kicked off. So after that Dylan John Thomas cover, no one really, we've not really said this publicly at all. But after that, like that month after that, it's just been, we've just had meetings with like record labels. Like I don't know, we can say
we had meetings with record labels.
You can be vague about it. Such, know what I mean? You can spell it so many ways.
We're just that month we've just been in meetings with like record labels, lawyers, and managers as well. So that's how we got in contact with him.
So our lawyer Jai, big up Jai.
Big up Jai. Some boy Jai.
Yeah,
Jai
He's a good lawyer,
bro.
He's carried us, like he got us in contact with our manager Simon. So big up Simon, I know. Big up
Simon, of course.
Full squad behind you.
So Jai came up to Glasgow, and then he just put us in contact with a bunch of managers, like, and labels as well, just chucking us in loads of meetings, just seeing who we resonate with. But I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking hard, like, to differentiate between the different people you've met, and it's hard to remember the conversations you've had.
What are
Yeah.
details?
So yeah,
So yeah, there's one meet. So we had a meeting with this. Well, we can say this is a funny story. We had a meeting with this label, we were like, so what other labels are you speaking to? I was like, blah 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 blah, and I mentioned them.
Yeah.
And then Dex was like, that is them, mate. What are you talking about? That is
just
them.
punching his
I'm
leg,
like,
man, the floor.
I mean, oh sorry, yeah, I know you. Yeah. But yeah,
Nipple?
what?
They're like, "What, mate, that's us."
Yeah, there was a bit awkward. I was like, oh fuck, well we're not signing with them. We're not signing with them.
At
But
least you're mentioning them. At least they know if you're going to another label, you're going to mention them. Like,
yeah,
twice
exactly,
maybe, you know what I mean?
exactly. But we did we've had loads of like record deal meetings, or whatever. So we did get offered a record deal. We turned it down as of now. Obviously,
Too
cause
early.
came really really fast, and we just want to take it slowly and
We didn't have management in place. We didn't have any songs out. I think
Yeah.
we were maybe wanting to release maybe a couple songs first, maybe an EP, and then we can start talking to labels about funding that like side of things.
Right. So see the fact he's turned it down, because most people, I think everybody that makes music wants to get
that's
the
the
opportunity.
that's
to
the
sign.
goal. Like, that's it. Yeah.
Yous are like, quite early in the stages of releasing music, as you say, and getting offered like a big record deal.
Yeah.
What was it? Was that not a hard decision turning that down?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, we're like.
First half an hour after we turned that
Yeah, I
down,
was like, oh,
I was like,
yeah.
I was sitting in my girlfriend's house. I was like, oh no, man, I've done the wrong thing. Man, I'm gonna have to.
I was in relief, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was in relief because, like, it's a lot of pressure. Like, it's a lot of pressure. So see once they like, it's basically an investor. See once they invest like, it's like hundreds of thousands of pounds into you, and they're gonna want to expect you to make that money back
absolutely.
straight away. Do you know what I mean? And we've not even found a sound yet, and like it's it was a big thing. But luckily we had loads of advice and guidance along the way with people that have been doing it for years and years. But so without that, we probably would have like kind of jumped to the horses like a lot of people would have done if they got in that position with a major label. But I'm glad we took our time with it.
It was too early. We didn't have as I said, we didn't have management in place, and when you don't have management in place, you don't get that big of a deal compared to what you do have if you have a respectable manager. So now we've got that in place. Maybe in years' time we can maybe go back to that and see what they're saying.
Aye, of course, because you need somebody to negotiate on your behalf as well.
Yeah.
I think somebody that actually knows the business and that, because I feel a lot of artists, they get offered these deals and it's just like, you're like, I've made it, and you sign up to it, but you don't know, you're fucking signing your life away half the times. And I'm not saying that was the case and what was happening with you, but it's very possible because they see two young boys that are like, they're just happy to be getting signed. They don't realise what they're signing away, and before you know it, you do get all that money put into you and that kind of stuff, but before you know it, if it doesn't materialise in the way they want it, people want their money back,
Yeah,
and they
of
want
course.
it in any way, and then before you know it, you're up shit's creek. So
Yeah, of course.
it's a really mature decision, and it's good that you were able to garner advice in order to come to that eventually. So you said you've got lawyers and that. How did you eventually get lawyers and that involved too? So did somebody come to you and go like, listen, you need fucking help here?
Yeah, it was
him. It was
it was an A&R from one of the labels put us in contact with a lawyer, because we did not realise how fucking important lawyers are.
Music lawyers are like that's the
yeah.
first thing artists like should employ.
Yeah.
So it's like
Management,
lawyer.
probably management as well.
Yeah, the lawyer can help find the manager.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Oh, I see.
So
right.
So lawyers are very very important.
Yeah. Lawyers know everyone. Like,
Yeah.
if you get a good lawyer down south in London, they know the whole scene. They know who you should be in with. Like, oh, is this person a wee bit dodgy? I'd maybe stay away from them.
Right, I
So-
see. So, because that's very seldom you hear of people mentioning getting music lawyers, and I think at that point you think, oh, a music lawyer, I would get a music lawyer if I'm going up for the contract kind of stage, but in that sense it's like a music lawyer could possibly help you get a contract as such.
Yeah.
So who put you in the touch with the one you've got the now? I take it's the same guy? Or same woman, whoever it is?
So it was the A&R put us in contact with the lawyer, and then the lawyer kind of just handled things from there. Like, it was just an instant connection. We were like,
Right, I
as soon as we
see.
came out of the meeting, we're like, aye,
Yeah.
he's our guy.
I think a lot of our decisions were you could just like tell by gut that it was just the right decision, and that's what we do it anyway.
We all
Just
just
tell.
through our gut, yeah.
That's the thing about gut feelings. People underestimate how important it is. I've recently, because that's your gut feelings basically. I don't know if you believe in spirituality. I'm into spirituality. That's the spirit trying to tell you something, I think. I mean, your gut, that's how human beings are one of the longest surviving species on the planet, because of our gut.
Yeah.
That's what kept us alive for predators, know what I mean? Till don't go fucking down there, you get punched by a fucking dinosaur or whatever the fuck.
yeah, exactly.
I know
Instinct.
dinosaurs and humans weren't about the same time, but you know what I'm talking about. It's a hypothetical scenario,
Yeah.
you fucking pricks.
All the comments.
Trolls like, it's a fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot, mate. What you talking about?
But so, seeing fitting in terms of, like, as you say, your first gig, it's going to be under a big artist. And SWG3, as you say, so it'll no doubt be a big crowd. Are you nervous?
I'm chilling. I can't lie. Like,
You look
Am I
very
nervous?
chilling right there, and that's that lounger.
Well, as my first gig, I mean, I have been doing it in my house for ages.
I
But-
feel because I've been doing, like, obviously because I've been doing performances from a pure young age, so it's like, if I know what I'm doing, I'm fine. As
Yeah,
soon
yeah,
as your
exactly.
First gig,
Yeah,
I get
that's the
that.
same. That's the same with me. Yeah. I think I get confidence from competence. Do you know what I mean? So see, once you you know you can do it, then it's just as simple as that.
That's
Just,
it.
do you know what I mean?
That's the same, yeah.
That's the way
it,
I
mate.
see it.
Plus, as well, it's like it's preparation breeds success, isn't it, man? It's like if you're fucking a boxer, if you do your fight camp, then you're going to go into the gym confident. If you don't train, you're going to go in like, I'm going
Yeah.
to get leathered. It's
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
It's the exact same. You can apply it to any area of your life. See, what kind of music are you going to be performing? He's got to be doing your covers, got to be doing originals, got to be a mixture.
Mixture.
How
It's
mixture?
gonna
So
be a
is it just got to be
mixture.
the two of yous?
Yeah, so it'll be a short set with like 15-20 minutes. So
Right.
Not much pressure anyway. We're
Yeah.
first on, so like we are chill about it. We just need to make sure
Yeah.
we actually. We need to make sure it is actually good though. Do you know what I mean? Like,
of
obviously
course,
we're
of
gonna
course.
practice and rehearse
Yeah.
for it, but yeah,
Have you been rehearsing?
we've like now and then it's. Our rehearsals are kind of like go hand in hand with us recording covers as well.
Right, I see.
So we're still playing together, like just singing
And actual writing music
Writing,
in the studio and that.
in the studios, yeah.
We've had luckily enough, because of the A&Rs from the record labels, get us in contact with us. So they sorted studio sessions out for us,
Yeah.
in London and stuff like that. So
nice.
we're able to. Well, we worked with some mad. I
Yeah.
can't even believe the songwriters that we wrote some music with is incredible, and we are so lucky because it's hard, it's hard to even just get in the studio with anyone because money and all that, but luckily for us we worked with some really big producers and songwriters and that, and we're just really grateful for it.
Yeah, so good, yeah.
So what have you went down to London and actually worked in some studios there?
Yeah.
So how was that experience the first
That
time
was
you
mad.
went
So we one of our favorite songs. See, this we're going back to the kind of vibes and how you you just need to be in that vibe when you're writing music. So we recorded in the Sony one of the Sony studios in London. It was just it was a last minute thing because one of our sessions that day got cancelled, and one of our pal Archie, he was also in London doing some studio sessions.
Right, nice.
And
His
the
session got
A&R,
cancelled.
and his session got cancelled as well. So the A&R was just like, oh, do you want us to put you in a studio session together? And we're like, yeah.
Just go for it. Yeah, we were
So,
feeling
um,
it, so we're like, aye.
So
You were right.
yeah. So we went in there, got pissed, and wrote this amazing song called Golden.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to
That's
that.
probably gonna be our first release.
Yeah.
We're really happy with that so far. We've got a rough mix back of that. We'll hopefully get into a big tune and then fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed it does well. It is
Yeah.
golden, man.
Yeah.
See, how many tunes have you written and recorded?
10, I think.
So pretty much, is it going to be an album? It's got to be singles.
It's gonna be singles
yeah,
and then
singles.
probably like an EP.
Right, nice. I like it. And
yeah.
it's all been recorded in these kind of high end studios.
Some of the
Some of
very
them.
first song we wrote is literally in my bedroom, and it's not out of place from the other demos. I'd say that's in our top 3. The one that we did, the very first song we did a year ago in my bedroom. I'd say that's one of our in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say that's one of our favourites. I don't think we're gonna release it, but I think Golden's the one where with proper production, proper mix and mastering, this could go out. But the other ones were kind of on the fence about. We're just writing now. So
I think-
What we got to say something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say see as a musician, don't hold yourself to any pressure to right, it needs to be a hit. See these artists out there that are at the top level, they've got hundreds and hundreds of songs that will never see the light of day. That the way I look at it is just sometimes one day you're just gonna sit there and you're just gonna fucking this moment of magic's just gonna come into your head and it's just gonna happen. Ed Sheeran described it as a tap, a dirty tap or whatever. See if you like turn on the tap, right, it's gonna like start flowing like shit, but you need to keep letting it flow, and eventually
Something good.
it's gonna be clear water that's gonna come out. Eventually, yeah, sometimes you will get your odd bit of shit, but yeah, I mean, like, eventually, see, once that water flows, then that's it. You just need to keep it flowing, keep writing, no matter how shit the song is, keep going through it, and then eventually you just will.
Yeah,
it's like it's
something in the air when you write a good tune. And all,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like,
Aye.
didn't realize how important that was. Like, even like the difference like 24 hours can make. Like, we wrote something that night, we were pissed, and then the next day we wrote something, and it was good. It wasn't really our vibe, but and there was like the difference in vibes in 24 hours as well. You just need to be feeling it. Something needs to be in the air, like, and then that's what creates a good tune.
yeah.
And no, I think Noel Gallagher it was. He says it's kind of you fish for songs, you catch them. It's like sometimes it's like just casting a fishing rod. Sometimes you catch a fish, sometimes you don't.
Exactly.
And sometimes you pick up a guitar and catch it.
Yeah.
The more you pick up the guitar or you put the pen to the paper, you're more likely to do it. The more you do it, and it's like a muscle. It's like going to the gym. The more you do it, the better you do get.
100%.
I've realised the importance of that because I just love writing tunes myself. That's the one thing I'll do. I don't know if I could make a career at it. Amazing, but I'm sure you just get it yourself. It's like a drug in itself. It's like a euphoria, man. It's just this feeling. See when you write a tune, you're like, this is fucking. It's just something for the soul, innit, man?
Yeah, of course,
And
100%.
that's the thing. I've started kind of, and it was Ed Sheeran, I'm sure, that was saying it. Just write every day. And I always thought you had to write a fully fledged tune, fucking, to have a tune. Like you don't. You just even see if you just fucking write even fucking 16 bars down a bit of paper you're creating.
Yeah.
I think it's Serge Pizzorno. See if Kasabian.
Yeah.
Right,
See, he does what he does every day, just tries to do something creative. So even if he just picks up like a fucking bit of paper and paints on it for 15 minutes, it's kind of it's like summoning the muse kind of thing.
Right, okay,
There's a book, I've actually got it in there, called The War of Art. It talks about that. It's like the muse, they call it. It's basically, you know what a muse is?
Like,
I've heard it in songs.
It's in Greek mythology. It's basically this kind of inspiration for kind of artistry. I'm not sure if that's my definition. You know what I mean? Before I get fucking.
That's all right. Actually, technically,
fingers are gonna be on fire.
I know.
I'll just need to chop it and just make it seem like you're talking to yourself. But that's basically what it is. Not me. It goes back to Greek mythology and that kind of stuff. And it's all about summoning that muse. And sometimes it is you need to just sit down and force yourself to do it. You might sometimes you'll not feel like doing it. Sometimes you feel uninspired as fuck, but you still just do it. And even the times when you feel most uninspired, that's when you sit down. That's when you do it, because that's the times usually you do create magic, when you force yourself to do it, or force yourself to no force it, but you know what I mean, force yourself. Listen, I'm going to sit down and do this. Do you ever find there's moments like that, even though everything's going like for poses, you're doing well and getting all this attention? Is there ever any point you're kind of like that? You feel a bit of writer's block or any feeling inspired? Is there something that kind of reinvigorates you, or is it right now? Is it still all fresh and enjoyable?
It is kind of still all fresh. I mean, we had when we were in London once. I had a little bit of writer's block.
Oh, yeah.
Because like it was a pure disaster. So like they flew us out, and then we went to the hotel. The hotel's
No hot water.
The hot water wasn't working.
Oh, fuck,
So
that wasn't working. What a shite must have been in that.
Exactly. So yeah, they had to take us to another hotel, and then we had to have like a meeting. So that's the first time we met this label. So we had like, a couple hours meeting, and then we get shipped off to a studio. So we're in the studio, and yeah, like it was like we had no sleep, and like we're just all over the place, rushed over, and then as I said, the vibes were not flowing, and then.
I mean, it wasn't the worst song. We did come out with something, and we could definitely use the stuff that we wrote and that for another
We
track.
always so far anyway. When we are in the studio, we always come up with something like a song, like a 2-3 minute song.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's just how it.
I need like a day. Like, I mean, it kind of translates to like a session. I need to come out with something, or otherwise I will actually get pissed off. Like, same with like if I have a day that I just sit in my bed all day and I do fuck all, I get like that grinds my gears, man. Like, if I can't look back at that and go, oh, fuck, I've done nothing today. Wake up and then I just need to do something. It'll just put me up a rut. That's the like. It's very similar to music. Like, if we come at a session, even if it's like a shit song, if it's a star song and I can look back, right, there's something there that we can use for something else, or even like a tip that a producer gave us, like, which means the world. Like, the slightest thing, I can look back and go, wow, that was alright. That makes a big difference.
I love that mindset, man, because it's with that, it's like you're not giving yourself an opportunity to slack, you're not taking your eye off the ball as well, and plus as well, as you see, you get pissed off, is that party, it wants to be productive, it wants to create, And see these songs, you say, you always come away with a song, even though you think this is dog shit, or what your definition of what dog shit might be.
Yeah.
You think, listen, it's not my best work. I find you can always borrow off yourself. So maybe you write something like that, I'm not going to release that. Maybe a few weeks down the line, you're like looking for a lyric or looking like a chord arrangement, like, oh wait, in fact, I'll take something for that. It's like a jigsaw, but I always see it's like a jigsaw. It's like, but it's ever evolving, and it's a shape shifting jigsaw. You might have this piece, so wait a minute, I'm missing a piece. Oh wait, I'll take it for that. So there is always something. It might not be. It's almost like an investment in your creativity. You know what I'm talking about? It's almost like that degree. It's where you can go at, right, this isn't working now. Because some people might go at, and I've done it my fucking self, when I've wrote a tune, I'm like, I'm shite at this. I wrote an alright tune, and this one is fucking shit. Like, no Gallagher, I think he says, I don't know if it was Live Forever or Don't Look Back in Anger he wrote, and then he's like, it was the master, he wrote the master plan. You said the master plan by Oasis?
No, I've not heard that
Oh,
one.
have you listened to much Oasis?
A wee bit. I went through a big phase of it when I was in school, but like...
Oh, you're missing it.
Yeah, nah.
Oasis covers, man.
They're going to kill us.
I actually suggested, so we filmed a cover last night. I suggested Wonderwall.
Oh yeah.
Mate, I was literally about to say, don't do Wonderwall.
Really?
That's what I said.
Everybody does Wonderwall. Do something, because see the minute, I think, see with a Wonderwall, it's so many people have done it. See if you do like a kind of, and it doesn't need to be a pure unknown track for Oasis, but you see something that's lesser performed, I think you'll get more attention, because people, I fucking love Oasis. It'll get attention off me. I'll share it everywhere. I'll try and fucking get it viral for you.
Class.
But, Noel Gallagher, he wrote a tune called The Master Plan, right? It was a fucking great Oasis song, and he thought to himself, he's like, that's it, I've reached the pinnacle, I'm like the fucking a god among songwriters. And after that, he says he wrote a tune called Digsy's Dinner, and basically it was a good tune as well, but it was like, in comparison, it was just like fucking the quality of it in comparison. He's like, alright, wait a minute, it kind of humbled him almost. See, as you say, like, you're smashing it in TikTok, you're getting a lot of attention. You've got record labels interested, you've got music lawyers, you've got management. Is there any point, do you ever feel as if it might be getting to your head to a degree? Or are you able to keep yourself humble?
I think like we're always like make sure that's intact and not like that appear as an arsehole. Like, because we aren't arsehole like people, but like we make sure like we're not like it's just not getting to it. Well, we're so early into it, you know what I mean? It's so like it would be dumb for us. I think we're big time when we've not even made a song 100%. Yet. That's like we've not made it in any degree. Or
See, to be honest, mate, see if I was 20 and I had record labels and that interested me, flying me down to London for studio sessions, I'd probably let it go to my head. You know what I mean? Okay. So it's great to hear, because see, when you've got that attention, it's easy, you know what I mean? It's like sometimes I'm not call myself a celebrity or famous, but I get a lot of people coming up to me saying, I watched your stuff and all that kind of stuff, and you feel kind of inflated after it, but it's always trying to remind yourself, like, don't let this go to your head, man. I believe ego is a cancer to creativity, because if you think, I'm the bollocks, I'm dynamite at this, then I don't know, I see a lot of people, they look at like the people, I use the word competition loosely, as like the people that are also in the same area as them, whether it might be fighting, it might be making music and that kind of stuff, and they look at them and go, oh, these cunts are all shite, I'm better than all them and all that kind of stuff, or I've got something they've no got. And I think at that point you're defeating yourself as an artist or whatever kind of field you're in, because these people are the people you should be learning off of. Because when you're looking at these people, as you say, you look at other artists like Bacano, you're like, what's he doing? What do I like about that? Right, I'll take something for that. If you're looking at people and you're thinking, nah, they're crap, then you're not going to learn off somebody you think's shite. You know what
exactly.
I mean? Or if you think you're better, like he's worse than me, I'm not going to learn off him. Exactly. So it's always remaining humble is key to success, I believe, man.
I think on that, I'd like you just need to be humble, and you're not going to make it in the music industry if you're not like if you're a dick. It will get around. It will get around, and it won't get you places. Like, but see if you're an actual genuine person and you just love music, and that's the reason why you're doing it, then you'll go far.
Beautiful, man. So would you say, is that why do you actually do this? Why do you make music? What is there actual, if you could give it a definition?
Like, do you know what I would say? Just like see people like having an emotion. Like see if I can make people feel an emotion. This like that impacts their life. Obviously, to like heal. So it doesn't have to be like so we will sometimes make a sad song or whatever. But like, see if it helps them out. See if music helps them out, and then makes them feel a way. It makes them feel like passionate about a certain subject or whatever, or like boost their confidence or whatever, or like to put across a message and them receiving it. I'd say that's the reason. And like just like see if someone, well, for me that's the kind of selfish reason why I make music, but like see me making a song and then me performing it and then looking out and see people like singing the words to the song that I've made. That's like wow, like that'll boost my confidence. So so to boost other people's confidence and to boost my own as well. There's a reason why I do music.
See, mine's a lot less wholesome like that. Is it? Mine's just like I just want to have. I've always said I want to have a job that doesn't feel like a job, and like this does not feel like a job. I'm having a class time, like just kind of with my pal, just going to a car park and making music. Like, I do love music. I've been doing it for a long time. Like, so yeah.
You're beating your rewards. You've definitely, what is it? People say you need to put in 10,000 hours.
Our manager says that.
You've definitely, in 7 years, you've definitely done more than 10,000 hours.
I've not though. I've done about 5.
But that's good. That means you're still yet to become a master. So
yeah, exactly.
Master, you're not sound fucking shit.
Exactly.
You sound shit hot to know, so
that's the plan.
sound like 10,000
Thank you,
hours. So have you actually made this into a career? Or is this your full-time job right now?
I say it's getting close.
It's getting close. So we do work with the BBC as well. We do like kind of it's like presenting BBC the social
presenter these days.
Yeah, so we do like so we do like
4 videos for them.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That's great for boosting the profile. What kind of theme to the content is it?
So it was originally when we were doing the public interview stuff like in Glasgow. That's where they picked us up on the DM'd us on Instagram. So then the first 2 videos we did with them was the public interview stuff. So we did one in Glasgow, just kind of asking Scottish questions, and then we did one. Where was it? Was it Ayr or something? A wee bit of a way.
Stirling?
Right. Stirling, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we did like a pure random one, like it was like a reduced cook-off, so it was like all about sustainability and all that, and we went into Asda and we bought a meal for like £5. We had to cook it, and it was actually a class time. Like
that was funny. That was our funniest video to make.
What did you cook?
So I cooked a chicken wrap with says you, mate. No. Says him. By the way, cooked. He fucking just put his hanging in the oven and went, aye, there you go, mate. Nate bought, literally, mate. I actually cooked my thing. But I did set the fire alarm off. Yeah, watch the video.
Cooking up a storm then,
yeah.
Fire alarm up.
Exactly. But yeah, that was fun. So we do music and we do the BBC thing. So I also do part-time. I'm like a security guard for like film sets.
Oh, nice.
So that's the 3 things I do so far at the moment.
Long shifts, I bet, man. If it's film sets.
Yeah, it's like 12-hour shifts.
Any like big productions you've worked on?
I don't know. Can I say? Yeah, I'll say it. So you know Outlander?
Aye.
Outlander.
Well, you worked in Outlander. Cumbernauld?
Yeah. They don't get so many locations, but yeah.
I remember because I was registered with a few extras agencies, and I remember they were saying Outlander, but you need to go to Cumbernauld. I don't know if it was a fucking warehouse or something, man, but you had to be up for like 6 in the morning. I didn't drive, and I was like, maybe I can get there, but because I've got these stars in my hands, they're like, you can't, it's no and date with the time. I was like, right enough, but I was like, alright, I could put something on it, but I was just trying to get out there for that time. I didn't drive, so that was my voyage into Outlander. I was hoping that would have turned into a pure belter soon. Like, stars in my hands could have gone Outlander.
Brutal.
Do you always see yourself remaining a 2-piece, or will it be? Do you think it'll ever blossom into having a band behind you?
So we did originally have a band. It was 4 people. But they just kind of weren't really interested in the whole social media aspect, and they didn't think like there's so many different ways you can take music, and it wasn't the way that me and Ty wanted to take it. Mm-hmm. So we've kind of definitely not split up. We kind of they're session musicians
just
now.
Went your separate ways.
Yeah. So if we do a gig further down the line, we'll use them for like
right. So a bit more a live band aspect, but as for the social media stuff,
because they don't really They don't really feel comfortable being like the kind of front of the stage or whatever, and just like center of attention and making content online, which we kind of love to do anyway. But yeah,
that's the thing with a lot of artists nowadays. Like that's what we've heard anyway, that they hate TikTok, and it's like, no man, I can't do that. It's too cringy and all that. And like that's one of the best parts.
They're sleeping, mate.
Yeah, sleeping. I actually love.
Like I can't put into words how much I like the social media aspect of things, because it's the best way to get your personality across, best way to get anything out. Like TikTok's just carrying everything at the minute. Like, do you know what I mean?
People are honestly missing out, man. That's the way because it's one thing, really, especially in music. It's after the back of just releasing music, it's very hard to get your music listened to just by releasing music. I think, and I've found it's like, see if you're able to build yourself a public platform, and right now TikTok is like the fucking pinnacle of building a platform. The algorithm pushes your shit to fucking all the world. Since I started using TikTok, and I used to date like Facebook and Instagram, since I started doing TikTok, that's where I got most people recognise me
Yeah.
from my podcast, from my music, from my gigs, man. It's like TikTok's made it happen.
Yeah.
But I make rap music, so
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm in the kind of rap community. Like, it seems some
it's-
people are just, they take themselves too seriously to make a TikTok, and you're like,
Yeah.
mate,
Just-
it's no different to Facebook or Instagram just because you've got 12-year-olds dancing on it.
That's
I mean,
right.
it's not a big deal, know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%.
But see, as you want to be, imagine the goal is to become fully fledged musicians, a performing act. See, the BBC social stuff and the online stuff, will that always remain essential to that? Will that always be, or do you feel as if the labels would want you to become more musicians or artists, or are they kind of accepting they want you to
No,
sit and do what
they want. That's what they love. So see musicians like
Focus on music.
yeah, and they don't
It's
want
like-
like the labels like are pushing them to do more content and do more
Uh-huh.
social media aspect, and like we already love doing that. So it's like fuck. Do you know what I mean? Like they already like doing that. So it's like it's perfect. But yeah. So like people like labels like people to do both like the social media aspects as well as the actual music.
'Cause it's so important. Like,
It's especially nowadays.
yeah, nowadays your music can get you so far. They both kind of come hand in hand. Actually,
Yeah.
they both can take you so far. But see, when you put them together, it's a whole different
Right,
like.
exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Aye,
100%.
and whereas before, it's like I always say, it's like you look it back in maybe even 10 years ago, 15 years ago, to get your music out there, you were needing to get noticed by like quite a major label. You would need to get signed, and then you'd need to rely on them to promote you. And for that to happen, the amount of people that make music, man, it's a very small percentage. Whereas these days, like, you can get yourself a big profile where you will get noticed. You can self-promotion is key. It's vital. So as much as like social media, it does have its downsides in terms of like people like comparing lives and that kind of thing. And me especially, I fucking spend too much time on my phone. I get my fucking screen time back, man.
Oh,
I'm
no,
like,
mine's
"Ah,
just
fuck."
fucked.
I don't check it.
Oh,
Mine's just
mate,
fucked.
man,
I
I
don't
wish I
even
could turn off the screen time,
Yeah,
man.
mate, it's fucked.
It's heartbreaking, mate. Sometimes I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm turned into one end, but I tell myself a lot night shift, so I'm on my phone a lot. But I feel as if when you get the screen time back, I don't know about you, it makes me think, right, I spend too much time looking at shit, just scrolling through Instagram, know what I mean, just looking at crap, just fucking trying to get that dopamine hit. So it kind of gives me the fucking the motivation to like, right, if I'm going to be spending this much time on my phone, I'm going to be using it productively. And that's the thing, we've got so much power with these things. I know this is it's a very big phone, but we've got so much power with these things. We can pick any endeavour we want, and we can build our profile all in our own. It doesn't cost a fucking penny. It costs you the price of your contract or your top up every month. And it's great that you're able to still continue that, where you can do all these bits on the side and that kind of stuff. You don't need to relegate yourself to one field, because I think he's gone like fucking group chats. See, that's the thing. I used to always do it like when I first started writing music. I told myself, right, I'm a musician, I'm a songwriter. That's all I'm doing. And then I started liking. I was like, I love doing comedy stuff. And I was like, right, if I'm doing comedy stuff, I need to just do comedy stuff. And I told myself I had to be in one field. But I think I've got ADHD or something, man. Cause
So do we.
Yeah.
So do we.
do you feel it as if you were to focus on one, you would get bored of it? I think.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you need
Yeah, I
you need
get
to
bored
kind of
so
break it up a
easily.
wee
Yeah,
bit. It's
yeah,
like
100%.
to constantly keep you stimulated,
100%.
which is a great thing.
Yeah.
But if I can just ask you a question, this is a separate question for each of you, but it's kind of similar. So I'll ask Ty first. Either lose your singing voice or go blind.
Go blind, mate. Stevie Wonder in this bitch, man. Come on.
love
Stevie Wonder.
Oh,
yeah,
mate,
of
the
course.
fact that you fucking barely took, I thought he was actually going to think about that, man. There, but
Nah, mate,
I
has
love
to
it.
be, yeah.
It's beautiful. It's just, I just wanted to find out your passion, how passionate you were
Yeah.
about it, man. And
Yeah.
see, to be honest, I think I already knew the answer to that, but I just
Yeah.
wanted to actually hear it in my own ears. Dexter, for you,
Right.
go blind or lose your fingers.
Go blind. Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder.
I still his one, but
That's true,
aye.
you know,
Stevie
that's
Wonder
true.
didn't have fucking, he's got his fingers
Yeah,
anyway, man.
yeah.
But it's beautiful, man. I really love the fact he's a passionate. It gives me it's something that's even talking to the likes of yourself, man, because I've always known you for your videos and that kind of stuff, so I didn't actually know how serious he's were about music. Obviously, I knew he was serious to that point. He's rehearsed, he's wrote tunes and that, but I wasn't sure at which stage he's were. But obviously, Dexter, you've been doing it fucking since you were a child.
Aye.
Ty, you know what I mean, you've been into it. That doesn't mean you're any less passionate than each other, know what I mean? But people find things at different stages in their life. But it's beautiful the fact that he's found it and he's managed to come together and create something. And I love the fact it's Scottish, man. The fact, see when I hear your Scottish accent,
Yeah.
I fucking...
No, that's what the comments are saying. Like the Scottish accent, that's like the people love. Do you know what I mean? And like, yeah,
That's it as well, because see what people laugh with the Scottish accent previously. Oh, I can't listen to a Scottish. Even when people are talking Scottish and they tell it, oh, I can't hear Scottish accents, because it's more authentic when you hear it before. You hear people in Still Game. You've got West Enders, guys that have went to private schools that are playing Neds, and they sound fucking cringy because it's no real.
Yeah.
But you're singing for the heart, man. You're playing for the heart, and it sounds. Even when you're doing covers, man, like that, these cunts are fucking owning it, man. And it definitely gives. And see people young, man. It's like it gives me hope. Gives me hope for the future,
you,
man.
Thank
And
you.
the fact that you've got interest for labels, and as you see, you've been recording doing South, man. You're fucking smashing it already, and you've got a bright future ahead of you, man. I'm really interested to hear the rest of your tunes. I want to hear what you've
thank you.
recorded and that
Thank
kind of
you,
stuff. So going for now, what are the plans going ahead? What is set in stone, and what do you want to implement in your future?
Do I get the 3-stage plan up?
Oh,
What is wait, what is it again? Wait, so
First part of the plan is remember the plan.
what plan? Are you talking
gone.
about the big main goals?
The 3 one. Oh no, with the 3 main goals, I'll go for that one. It's play it transmit. Actually, we'll say headline. That's
Headline
it.
transmit.
Big man.
Aye.
Fuck.
Come on, mate.
Headline transmit. Headline reading, because that's like such an important part of like how we started. And then get a song on FIFA.
Get a song on FIFA.
Oh,
That's
mate.
like that's where I get half my music taste from. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Mate, see, listen to that as well. I'm like, it's I say easily achievable. It's very achievable, easily. I don't know, but no, it's obviously he's worked hard. He's got the right work ethic, so anything's possible. He's young
thank you.
and he's got the talent, man. I don't see any reason why not. It's have you ever been in contact with Transmit or anything like that? No.
yeah. Well, the promoter that promotes the King Tut stage, he also promotes for King Tut.
Right.
So hopefully we've got a gig at King Tut's. Maybe summertime, definitely this year, some point this year.
Aye.
So hopefully if we do well then we might get a wee transmit slot next year.
That's it, man, because it's one thing recording the music and releasing it, but it's like, I feel performing, see when you're performing to an audience especially, it's I remember reading somewhere, and I'm paraphrasing when I say, it's the only time where they have to listen to your music, they have to be interested in your music, because I can see a tune like on your TikTok, maybe scroll by, or I can be listening to a tune and I could be listening, as I say, I listen to music maybe if I'm cleaning the house, I'm usually doing something else, whereas if you're watching somebody on a stage, you're fully focused on their performance, what they're saying, what they're singing, and there's something about recordings compared to a live aspect. I don't know if it's the energy or that, like for instance Arctic Monkeys, I wasn't really into the Arctic Monkeys when I listened to them, didn't, but I seen them live at Tina Park, and I was like, these cunts are dynamite. Loved them ever since. And they were singing the same songs, but it was just that live energy, that atmosphere, it was everything involved in it, man. So fucking gigging is fundamental to
100%.
success as a musician, and I know you know that. You know what I mean?
100%.
So I always ask people the same question, and I look at myself, like, in terms of a legacy, like when I die, I want to leave something behind that's still inspiring people, that leaves my mark in history. You know what I mean? That carries on my name through time and continues to motivate people to succeed with their life, or aim to be happy and pursue their passions without fear of judgment. So if I was to put that question in use, separately and together as a group, what do you want your legacy to reflect when all's said and done?
You can just do anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, the fact that we're not like containing ourselves to just music, the fact that you can do music and you can do content creation, you can do all these different things, I think that's a important one for me. What about you?
I would say, just like, for people looking back at my life, I want people to be like, right, this guy's had a goal that he wanted to do, no matter what, how audacious it is, because I've always had audacious goals. I've never wanted to just like settle for just like a job that I'm not happy with. I've always wanted to do something like this. That's like when I tell someone, that's like, fuck, that's like big. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I want, like, because I played football, I wanted to get to the top of it. Do you know what I mean? So I want my legacy to reflect it. Like, if you have audacious goals, just go with it and keep going with it. Like, the way I want to do it is like do this, like, be successful or die trying. Like, I'm not gonna settle.
Aye.
And I want people to go, right, don't give up, and don't just don't be afraid to be to not be like everyone else, and just be yourself. And yeah,
That's beautiful.
That was good.
do you, and fucking just grind and get to the top.
That's beautiful, man. That's what it's an all or nothing mentality, and that's the kind of thing that does get you to the pinnacle of success. Because I imagine anybody that pursues any kind of passion as such, you want to do amazing in it, you don't want to settle for second best. But I think a lot of people, they let society as such, or other people's ideals of them, that kind of that fear of judgment and that kind of thing getting away. Do you ever, is that ever entered your mind what people thought at any stage? Is that something, do you have had to battle with or contend with? Do you still suffer fear, or has it never been like a question in your mind?
Not really. Maybe like for people that are starting like the careers or the path, it will at the start will be the hardest bit, where you're kind of feared of like judgment or whatever. But see, once like you've had experience and you like you've got something that happens and it fills you with confidence, and you just like you hold on to that and you just keep building that. And as I said before, your confidence comes from your competence and like things that happen to you, and it's just like, oh right, oh I can do this, like reminders that you can do this, and that's what kind of keeps you going. So I don't really now we don't really work because so we've worked with like really, really big producers, whatever, and like now I'm like, right, there's nothing I need to worry about when I'm in a session with anyone, no matter like, who the name is. It doesn't like starstruck me or whatever. So we're not really scared of what people think about us. You can't really like see if you're a musician, in the public eye, you're gonna get judged no matter what.
You're gonna get judged no matter what you do, even if you're fucking going to a 9 to 5. Somebody's always out there to judge you.
Yeah, the 100%. Like in the comments, there'll be people in the comments that go, oh I don't like this, oh he sounds shit, whatever. But doesn't we love it. We love it. Engagement. Keep commenting. See if you hate my music, keep commenting.
That's it. Keep the comments.
I love it.
Coming. People don't realise how much the more comments there is, the more like TikTok or Instagram, whatever pushes the video. They don't realise that actually they're probably like your biggest supporters because they'll always comment like, cheers mate, thank you.
Exactly. But we try to reply to every single comment, no matter if it's positive or negative.
If it's a negative one, we get a wee joke out of it. But
we just like, right, what can we say about this guy some more?
I just watched with that, mate. It's like it's bait, mate. It's like a fishing rod.
I know. No, but you need to do it smart.
You need to be clever.
You need to make it seem like you're not pissed. Well, we're not pissed off. It's just funny, but you can't make it seem like you're rattled by it. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think we've ever had a comment that's actually upset us.
Yeah.
Which is quite weird. So that was like a big thing that, because our pal Archie, he was really big in like Scotland. Like it was kind of lockdown phase just before lockdown on TikTok, and he got so much hate comments and it affected him a wee bit. So that was like a thing for us. Like the hate comments going to actually affect us, but I don't know. It's not really upsetting me. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of it's funny.
It's funny. It's funny.
It's actually
I see what this guy said about it.
It's the thing that see. I always say to myself, see if somebody's like scrolling by your video and they see it and they like it, go, that's a good video. You think, but they've took time. They could be being polite, could be supportive. See if somebody's taking time to write, I fucking don't like this. Mate, you've sparked an emotion in that person. Literally, that's powerful.
100%. Like, see if I don't like a video, like I have a strong, like I just like think it in my head. I never go, right, I'm gonna type this in the comment. Like I just wouldn't come to my mind. I don't know.
And it's.
I think it stems from jealousy, like, cause what we're doing isn't groundbreaking. Do you know what I mean? Like we are just two guys from Glasgow that are going in a car park and singing a song. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. People, I reckon the people that are hating on us think, oh, I could do that, and they're pissed off that they're not. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's why, like the same with the public videos. Public videos, anyone could have done that. Do you know what I mean? And we got a fair bit of hate on that, but like it's just the fact that they see someone do what they think they can do, and then just pisses them off.
That's it. You're reminding people of their own insecurities, man. It's people they're not looking at you going like, I wouldn't sit and do that because people wouldn't sit and do that. They're saying I wouldn't sit and do that because if I'd done that, I would be feared of being judged off people. So basically, they're trying to project their own. It's all projection, and it's more than often than not the case that these people are saying it. You click on it. Fake name, fake profile, 2 followers.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mate, you could see if it was a fucking Willie Hill put bets on you, you'd be a millionaire, man.
Yeah, literally,
and it's just, and that tells you all you need to know, you fucking dirty scumbag bastards. As I say, man, is see when we talk about that, so are the 2 years of a like mind use, is there ever any points where one of you might need to spur the other one on if one's maybe feeling a bit less motivated, or the 2 years almost like kind of on an even keel in terms of going ahead?
I think there's definitely times where some like there's days where we're just not on it, and vice versa. Do you know what I mean? That's just standard. We just like that's one of the benefits of being a duo. There's someone there always to like pushing come on. Do you know what I mean?
We bring each other up. We're both we see a goal and we're like, we need to get that, but it's not going to happen overnight. And it's only going to happen if we work hard. And if one of us are like, can't be arsed. The other one's gonna be straight. I'll be straight in his arse and he'll be on mine.
It's good. The fact he's been pals for like, S1 means that you're comfortable enough to each other. You could go, listen, get the fucking finger out, kind of thing. You can talk to each other in that sense where it will resonate as such, so it works well that obviously you've got a good relationship rather than this if you've just started something kind of recently, then as you know, you've been pals with somebody like a long period of time, there's that kind of, know what I mean, that kind of uncertainty and what can I say, this pushing the boat, whereas you know what buttons to push and how to motivate each other, so that which makes your duo work so well. But it's been absolutely brilliant talking to you, man. In fact, I'm really grateful you came on the podcast, especially as a good management, man. Fucking hell,
thank you very much.
He's got to get managers and lawyers and shit like that, man. Wish I had more mics, I could have got them on.
Shout out Simon, shout out Simon
And all the rest of them. Oh, by the way, I meant to ask, who's your pal, Archie?
RCW, so he's from like Paisley. We went to the same school as him, so we've kind of just been coming up together. His name's RCW on TikTok. He's got an EP out. He was like BBC Single of the Week. Like,
was he? Yeah. See, I probably have heard him, but I just don't know the name to put to it. I'm going to go and check him out after this, man, because I'm like, I fucking feel like I should know him. So what kind of music is he make? Is that the guy playing King Tuts?
Aye, so
he played kind of rock.
Oh no, that was the other.
He did. Actually, did play King
Tuts. So your pals are doing well,
Surround yourself with people that are successful, guys. That's
100%.
That's it. Yeah,
I think they've just dropped the next few podcast guests,
Yeah, Archie. I played King Tuts. He did well there, to be fair, and that's where we saw we talked to his manager and he gave us so much advice. That was the first start into the music industry that we kind of had. And we were like, right, we need to take the music side of TikTok more seriously, and then got straight into that and then set us up.
Nice
really well.
one, man. Nice one. It's good that you've got a lot of like-minded people around you, man, and it's because you bring a positive energy. I know. I mean, you seem decent boys. I've just met you, man, but you can tell. Know what I mean? You can tell good vibes off people, man. And I like it. And I love your attitude as well. You're young. You get the world at your feet, but you're remaining on the ground, on the pavement, man. And you're just like, right, this is what I need to do. You've got that hard work ethic drilled into you, man. And the fact that and your music's pure as well. See the fact you are wanting to make music, but to a degree, so it helps other people as well yourself. I believe that's what serves your purpose, because there's going to be times where it comes to, and I'm talking about me in my personal life, if I'm doing something and you need to find a purpose or you need to identify what your purpose is, because there's times you maybe think yourself, why am I doing this, when it might be you might get a bit of doubts, things might be going on in your life. And it's finding that purpose, because that's the thing you're always going to need to come back to when you're like, right, no, I need to keep doing this. And purpose is a thing that serves something greater than yourself. In my opinion, right, people will probably get different variations and definitions of it, but in my opinion, your purpose is something that serves something great in yourself. And looking, going like that way, who am I helping with this? And getting people to come up to you and say, aye, that fucking done so much for me, that kind of thing, that kind of like refuels you in that sense, like, this is much bigger than me, I'm actually helping people here, I'm fucking, to a degree, you're saving lives, you know what I mean? That's the thing, music is a fucking, it's a magical thing, man.
That's amazing. Music is a beautiful thing, man.
Sounding cliche, it's very beautiful. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on, man, and honestly, I'm honoured to have you, man, and I definitely, I'm looking forward to seeing what you come out with, man, so I'll be keeping my eyes on your socials, but
thank you very much.
For anybody that might not have seen you, or maybe follows you in TikTok and that, but doesn't know where to get you elsewhere, if you get any other platforms, or anything you want to shout out, anything you want to promote to the camera, to the audience?
So Scratchcard Wednesday.
Follow Scratchcard Wednesday on Instagram, TikTok, SoundCloud. SoundCloud. What else? Is that it so far?
YouTube coming soon.
And yeah, guys, enjoy.
And I'll stick all your links down the bottom so people aren't sitting fucking pausing and rewinding to letter by letter. Just one thing I was going to ask, your gig that maybe in the summer, when may tickets be available for that, for people to go?
As soon as it's announced, really.
It'll be on it. It'll be on Instagram. It'll be on Instagram. So
do you know when it might be announced?
No, because we don't. The headline gig, we don't know when that'll be announced yet, but because we don't know the exact date.
To be announced.
To be announced.
But
stay tuned on the
Instagram.
Instagram.
So they're under a big artist, man. So I'm sure it'll be a fantastic night, man. And I honestly wish you the best of luck in your endeavours. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. Scratchcard Wednesday, people. Like, subscribe, and don't get right.
Peace.
Leave it and take it part time.